was at the gym and I caught a cramp, bro. I played 3 games because I was like, oh, you just want to go loosen up for tomorrow because I got a game tomorrow. Dog. It was the last play of the game. I jumped up to try and block somebody.
That is some of the oldest shit I ever heard. I didn't even know that happened in real life. I didn't even know people actually caught cramps for real, like cramps that shut you down. I've never experienced anything like that. Maybe it's because I don't exert myself enough, but.
I was going to say, did you ever play sports?
Play sports? I danced. I was on dance team.
Dancing's a sport.
Mm-hmm. But we were very well stretched, maybe.
Yeah, well, also the level to which, or the cardiac rate and stuff the way you're exerting yourself if you're doing something like long distance running or playing a full game of up and down basketball is going to be very different than if you're dancing. Oh,
well, yeah. Just saying. I've never seen it happen in real life. I didn't know it actually happened. Oh, yeah.
I've seen it a few times. They're usually avoidable, but if you're hydrated, and I have not been well hydrated the last couple of days.
Bananas.
I don't really like bananas.
Pickles.
I do have some pickles in there, but I have these things that I got from TikTok Shop, which I'm not gonna say because they're not paying me.
They don't do commission.
Yeah, no, you couldn't sell their stuff.
Oh, okay.
They're just doing it themselves, but apparently doing well. It tastes like absolute garbage, but it works. So I'm probably when you're dealing with like cramps and stuff, it helps. Like I'm someone who, when I work out, I'm gonna get cramps after. Like if I'm playing ball or if I'm lifting weights, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna cramp. And I can be like well stretched, but it's because I don't have as much mobility. I have mobility issues for real. And so that's probably why I also have issues with DOMS, delayed muscle soreness.
Well, apparently cramps are real. You learn something new every day.
But I've had that.
Like non-period cramps, because when I hear cramps, that's the only thing I think about.
Oh, no.
Is uterine contraction.
No, because I've experienced like real cramps, like I've never thought like women were lying. I was like, oh, she's in pain, because I've had a stomach cramp. That's just not fun.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah. Are we keeping this in?
I mean, we can.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hey Coworker podcast, where you are the best coworkers in the world. I am RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Evangeline,
aka
Big Rocks,
not the little one,
never the little one. I did not have a name, and as soon as you started saying, like, I imagine me putting pressure on you to start the show, and I'm not even ready, and you couldn't see it. But just now I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is my name going to be? I was like, have I already done Chantel? Chantel is calling out to me. I don't know if I already done Chantel. And Evangeline just came out. I did not know until the nanosecond before it came out. Evangeline just came out. I don't know where it came from. So.
Hey. It's a gift. It's a gift, bro.
It could have been anything.
And it still would have been a gift.
Okay. Did you finish the intro?
Yes.
Okay.
The only things I don't think I said
are the subscribing.
Yeah, if you are watching us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell. If you are listening to us on Apple, on Spotify, go ahead and subscribe, leave a review. Does great things for us. It really, really does. As we try to grow this coworker, excuse me, this community of coworkers. What's going on with me? So yeah. Welcome in. Thank you for being the best coworkers in the world. And let's get to the show. So, how are you, friend?
I'm great. You know, nothing I was finna tell a lie and say nothing much has changed, but I did decide to make some spur of the moment decisions. Well, by the time this comes out, I probably have already talked about it, but I'm moving.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be moving on the 8th, and I was getting my boob job on the 11th. I said that's just not enough time.
Yeah, no, I
don't know
that
what I was.
It's very ambitious.
It's simply not enough time, especially since I get my keys on the 8th. But you can't get your keys till like 3, and you know it get dark at 5. So we really wasn't even gonna be moving stuff till the 9th. And no,
that's just that's not enough.
I went to the apartment. I initially signed a lease for a 2-bedroom and a study.
Okay.
I went, took a look around, got the 3-bedroom instead. So it has a couple of more things that I wanted, but yeah. So I'm gonna move in. I go get my keys Saturday. So I was just like, fuck it, let's just do it early and get the bigger one.
Shit.
Money good, we good.
Little one moves in here soon too.
Oh, my friend is a realtor. Do you have a realtor to help you find a place?
No.
Do you need one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
How do you pay your realtor? How does a realtor get
You
paid?
don't pay them. Whenever you get the apartment, they get the apartment complex pays them, but you don't have to pay them.
Oh, okay.
As someone who just let their actually someone who's still technically a licensed realtor until day after tomorrow. Because come December 1st, that license is expired. I will not be renewing it. No, thank you.
I think you are enjoying not working.
Yeah, but I knew I wasn't gonna do it. I knew I didn't want to do real estate.
Fair.
Yeah, I figured that out shortly after doing real estate that I knew I wasn't gonna want to do real estate. But yes, I am enjoying not working. I've had, today is probably the fullest day that I've had. Like I haven't sat down. Well, besides like to eat, like I haven't been home and sat down at home since 7:30 this morning.
Jeez.
I've been on the move.
What you doing, friend?
I actually, by the time this comes out, if you're a watcher of the show and you follow me, then you probably have seen this. But I vlogged the day. I got up this morning, had to go pick up some groceries, had a doctor's appointment. After the doctor's appointment, went to go get my nails done. After I went to the nails done, went to the apartment to go switch from one apartment to the next. When I was done with that, I had to hurry up and get home because Vet was there and I hadn't made his lunch yet. So I had to hurry up and get home. I cooked his lunch, packed up his lunch bag, and food finished literally just like as the food was getting done, his alarm was going off to wake up for work. So I hurry up and did packed up his lunch. Then my friend hit me up, said, "Let's go. Want to go get your toes done?" Let's get my toes done. Then let's go get food, and now I'm here. I had a very full day today, and I wish every day could be like this. No, I don't. That is a lie because I do want to lay down, but. Jesus. You know what I should have did? Every single thing that I did today, I should have only done one of those things and just spread it out. So I had a reason to leave the house at least once every day.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Because now you ain't got nothing to do.
I'll find something. I'm a resourceful chick.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, I'm off.
I'm not off though. I'm unemployed. When you're off, you don't want to do nothing.
That's fair.
Because you know you got to do stuff normally. I don't never have to do stuff, so I want to do stuff because I don't have to do stuff, and I want to do stuff that I don't have to do. I don't have to do this.
That must be enjoyable.
Just so everybody's clear, I'm helping out at this soup kitchen because I want to.
I don't need to be here.
I don't have to be doing this. I have soup in my own kitchen. That is so insensitive. I'm sorry.
Well, we're here now, so. Hey.
How are you? Anything new since we talked 3 days ago?
I told you little one's finna move in here shortly.
I understand that everybody's different, but I just don't get how you can be in a relationship with somebody for this long and not live together. It's so foreign to me.
That's wild to me. And that's
Like I
So
remember,
wild to me.
I haven't listened to the reading so long, but I remember like listening to the listener letters on the reading stuff, and people would be like, my boyfriend and I have been together for 2.5 years and we're thinking about moving in together. And I'm like, damn, I done already moved in, moved out, and moved back in by that point. 2.5 years? Sheesh. Yikes on bikes. That's too long for me. I'm sorry I interrupted. What else?
No. Bro, I'm rolling. Like we good.
You're full.
So what else did I do today? Oh, today was just work. I went and hooped because I joined a new ball league. So we're doing that this week. Our game is tomorrow. So I wanted to go like shoot around so I wasn't completely like out of it and rusty. Mm-hmm. So that.
How was your community meeting thing that you were doing on Monday?
Community meeting?
Well, yeah, like, or maybe it was. Yeah, you said that you and maybe I'm thinking about a different episode we recorded. You said that you and little one were going to this like this BDSM community.
Oh, you mean the munch? Did I not talk about how the munch went?
No.
Oh, the munch went great. Like I got.
I don't think so. So that must have been the last time. Not because we talked on Sunday. We recorded on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, but you didn't tell me about it on Sunday. You told me about it the last time we talked. The time before that we talked, or did you tell me about it on Sunday?
I might have told you that, but yeah, time before.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. I didn't end up going to the thing that they ended up having after the munch, but I was like, damn, I should have gone, but I just didn't get a chance to go. But no, since then, chilling, doing my thing, trying to figure out Christmas gifts for little one and what that's gonna be. So, which I think I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm very good at gift giving, but I've been given the feeling as though like this isn't one of those years. Like she just was like, yo, let's chill. But I think she was. We'll talk about that at some point, but yeah.
Let me. I don't think. Did you put that on airplane mode? Because I did not.
It's on Do Not Disturb. Do Not Disturb is on.
Okay. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine.
It just turned on. It just turned on.
I just did it on my phone. Okay.
So it's good?
Yeah. Yeah. No, we don't need to turn it on airplane mode. Or is it already on?
Yeah, it's still got the green thing going.
Okay. You can leave it however it is. I was putting it on airplane mode because I didn't know how to turn off that like when your phone's on Do Not Disturb, if somebody calls you twice, then it will go through. I didn't know how to turn that off. Oh. But now I know how to turn it off, so it shouldn't nothing. I mean, I have since turned it off, so it shouldn't nothing go through.
Bet. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna cramp later. Oh. This is so sorry. And I need to stretch later for real. What is this doing? Come here. All right, there we go. What is life? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm struggling. Sorry. Let me get back to myself.
A deep sigh will get you there, won't it?
Yeah. It's very calming. I used to do it before I would perform. Whenever I would do a poem, I would come out, and I started adopting it. I saw a friend of mine do it, and I just was like, I was like, I just take a second to gather myself, and I lower my head, deep breath, little prayer, and go.
Period.
So yeah, Good times, good stuff. That's I did meet with a group of poets. It's always great to be in the company of artists. So yeah, I was on a slam team. Remember, did I tell you about that? So I was on a slam team. We went to Southern Fried and did poems, and it was fly.
You're the only guy.
I was the only guy.
Yes, okay. I'll make sure I remember them.
So we had like a kind of like a Friendsgiving. Actually, I got this. My friend gave me this cup from there. That was her Christmas gift to me. Yeah. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I seem to be collecting tumblers.
Yeah, and that's a Stanley.
Yeah.
And they have that great marketing video.
Do they?
Yeah, this lady's car caught on fire. And her car was burnt to a crisp. Her car was on fire. She goes in the car during the aftermath. Her Stanley still has ice in it.
That's one. That's some marketing.
Video, of course, went completely viral. Their sales shot through the roof. They bought her a new car. As you fucking should. Because I don't even drink. I don't need nothing in that cup. I don't even be drinking fluids like that for real. Like I drink my water at the fridge. I don't even.
That's such a good cup, bro.
It's such a good cup. It's not even that it survived the fire. It still had ice in it after the car was ablaze.
Bro, she said, bro, it survived a fire, and I was like, cool, because I didn't understand the reference. Yeah. Now I get it, and I'm way more impressed.
Yeah, there was still ice in it.
I hate being late to the joke. That's so sad. I'm just reflecting on that. Okay. That's like, oh, I missed it completely. That's, oh.
I'm gonna go home and take a Tylenol.
That'll bring back some trauma.
Sorry.
Your head hurting?
My finger. I broke a nail in the parking lot on the way to get my nails done, but I didn't realize that it was broke for real until she started. I thought I just hit it and it just hurt. I didn't realize that it was broke under my real nail. Oh. And so we was just like, fuck it, just put a new one on there, bitch. Let it heal on its own. I'm very much in pain. But anywho, I'm a trooper. We're good.
All right. Beauty is pain. I guess. What did I gonna tell? Oh, I think I can talk about the U-Haul story, but I ain't heard from nobody else's insurance, so I don't know if that's the thing I can do yet. So I kind of want to tell it anyway because the insurance is taking over, but I'm just like, I don't need nobody coming back and saying I did something I ain't do because allegedly everything is fine.
How you gonna leave them hanging like that?
We'll talk about it. Statute of limitations.
We gotta wait 4 years.
It's not gonna be that long. It's definitely not gonna be that long.
Okay.
Also, I'm not gonna build it up because then I don't want to let them down with this lame ass U-Haul story. Then I'm like, oh, I think this is fire, and they're like, yeah, no, bro, that's so regular. Same
thing happened to my uncle. It's not that big of a deal.
Cool story, bro. But the other thing about that day is to tell the story of how like the stuff happened with the U-Haul. I have to talk about everything that happened leading up to because that's really the story.
And the U-Haul's the punchline.
Yeah. It's a really bad one. But yeah, what did I have on here? Would you have a conversations with yours? Ooh, it was a thing I was thinking about. You have 2 boys. What?
I'm gonna always be the dad side of the family.
What you mean?
When my kids have kids, because I got boys. So when they have kids, I'm the daddy side of the family. I'm not the mama side of the family because my sons are the daddies.
That's true.
I hate that for me anyway.
So speaking of your children having children, would you ever have a conversation with your sons about vasectomies like at like 17, 18? Like encouraging them?
I I don't know that I would encourage them, and I also don't know that that's my place. They have a dad who's active in their life. I would imagine he would still be active in their life at that age. A father who had a vasectomy, like my ex-husband got a vasectomy, so that wouldn't really be. It's not like I wouldn't want the conversation had, but I don't know that I would be the person to have it. I don't have a penis. Now I would have the conversation about, like, I wouldn't mind talking to them about vasectomies and educating them on what they are, the risks and all of that, but I would not be pushing them either way because I don't have a penis.
Okay. Would you feel the same way about a father giving his input on birth control?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I feel like as a dad, you should be involved and talk to your daughter about as much as you can about the risk of birth control, the benefits, the cons, all of that stuff. But you should not be like, you should be an education vessel, and that's it. You don't
not a vessel for an opinion,
right? Like you should not be it. And I am,
because it's different to say, hey, this is dad's opinion, but I want you to form your own opinion.
Yeah.
But in order to have that type of relationship, you have to raise your children like that.
Yeah. And also it is just a bit different because the odds of birth control having a adverse effect to where you can't have kids is very low. Okay. But for vasectomies, the success rate of reversals is not that high. Like everybody's like, just get a vasectomy because you can get it reversed. Yeah, that don't always work.
That's true.
So I do feel like, I still feel like if both parents are involved, the respective parents need to be having the conversation as far as offering opinions, because this is something that I can tell. If I had daughters, I could tell them I was on birth control. This is why I don't think you should do it. Mm-hmm. Because as your mother who has been through this and experienced it, this is what happened to me. But it would never be, no, you can't. No, still go do your own research and make your own decisions. At that age, make your own decisions. But I would feel more comfortable as a mom advising my daughter versus if I had a son advising him about a vasectomy. I ain't never had one of them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's really valid. I don't know if I exactly share that same thing. Because I want to, and this is me who ain't got no goddamn kids, like thinking about it and how I would want to raise children and being like, yo, we can have a conversation about whatever, and I want you to form your own opinion about this. And you're free to form your own opinion about this, and you and your mom will make a decision about this. I will give you my opinion about what I think and what the literature says, but you and your mom can make that decision because y'all know y'all bodies. Yeah.
Well, I don't think an opinion and encouraging are the same thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you can give your opinion and how you feel about it, and even how you would feel about your, like, not just how you feel about it in general, but how you would feel about personally your child being on birth control or getting a vasectomy. No
problem with that.
Like, but I'm saying you can do that without encouraging them either way, or pushing them.
I would probably, if I had sons, I might encourage them to do that.
Okay. I would not. Right now, today, if my son, if everything's exactly the same, my son's 17, 18 years old, I would not be pushing for pushing. Well, no, I would not be suggesting or pushing for my ex-husband to be recommending that.
No.
But here's the thing. This country prefers men than women. So if we were to get to a place where that was common, where vasectomies became a more routine form of birth control for men, and then because with that comes them getting that success rate up, them doing what they need because they're going to protect the men. They don't give a fuck about regulating birth control because they don't give a fuck about women. But when it comes to men and their penises, if this is now a practice, there's going to be so many standards and shit put in place to make sure to increase the odds of your reversal going right. So we get to that place, Maybe. But right now it's like, I want grandkids too bad to have to tell my 17, 18 year old, no, I want you to get a vasectomy to protect yourself. I don't want the kids right now, but I don't want to put them in, I would never want to put them in a situation and it's like, well, I'm listening to my parents and they say I should get a vasectomy so I don't slip up. But then when it's 10 years later, you done met your wife and now you got to get that shit reversed because y'all ready to have kids and you can't. Mm-hmm. And also the longer you wait, the less likely it is to be reversed. I've
seen some research that says different things, but I hear what you're saying, and I don't have anything right now in front of me that goes against what you're saying. Yeah. So, cool. Strong opinions loosely held.
Yeah. So, I know. Yeah. If we were to get to the place where, because once it started affecting men and their dicks, but they're going to tighten shit.
So I am saying that as a man who knows more than one man who has had a woman put a baby on him that wasn't his baby, or just flat out lied about a pregnancy, which I don't understand why you would do that. That's like someone lying about cancer.
But like, how can you force somebody to take care of a baby that's not theirs?
You lie about the paternity.
Well, how can you do that?
Because they never got a paternity test.
Whose fault is that? The woman is, if the woman knows that that's not his baby and she goes to him and say, hey, this your baby, you need to take care of it. But no. I'm getting a paternity test because once you sign that birth certificate, that's your baby. It doesn't matter what the paternity test says. But that's why you're supposed to get one of those before you sign anything. I feel like I'm going to be completely honest. Me and my ex-husband, we got married after the kids, but we were living together. We were in a committed relationship. I knew he wasn't cheating on me. He knew I wasn't cheating on him. And had he asked me for a paternity test, I wouldn't have had no problem with that. Because we know for a fact that it's my baby. There can always be some doubt in your mind, no matter how close we were, no matter what. There can always be some doubt in your mind. I have no problem with you clearing your mind. Because I know what's up. So I don't feel like any man should be out here. I mean, if that's your wife, sure. I mean, of course. But like, other than that, why not get a paternity test before you sign anything?
So with a woman that I am not, with any woman that I am not in a committed relationship with, that I'm not, because I don't know. It really depends on the relationship. Mm-hmm. But generally, if I'm in a committed relationship with you, then I trust you. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not in a committed relationship with you and you're pregnant, there are questions. Mm-hmm. Because how did we get here? Or I know how we got here and I was dumb.
Yeah, I just feel like get the paternity test. But I also understand that there are women who are not as understanding as me. So
navigating that is extremely. Yeah. That's the same. So like that's the same way. So we feel differently about. We've talked about what's it called? Prenups.
We feel differently about prenups. How do you feel about prenups?
Oh, I believe in them.
Well, it's hard to take a yes or no stance on prenups because you can literally put anything that you want in there.
That's why I believe in prenups.
Yeah.
Because a prenup to me is not necessarily you. It's you deciding how you would like your relationship to end if that just so happened, instead of the government deciding what should happen. It's the same as you getting a will or a trust.
Yeah. You could put whatever you want to put in there.
Exactly.
So I'm not against prenups, but I am against anybody trying to hold me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why would you even? I would never tell anybody not to get a prenup, but when it comes to what you put in it, if we met when we was both broke, why are you getting a prenup talking about if we split, I get such and such and you get such and such and it's not half? Because once we are married, you can't do nothing without me. Because who taking care of the house? I deserve half or whatever the fuck it is because you couldn't have got none of it because we're married.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But once you start trying that, now I feel like you're trying to hold me. But no, I'm all for prenups because you can put whatever the fuck you want to put in there. If you cheat on me, you don't get shit. I feel like
I think you should define what cheating is in your prenup.
Yeah, that'll probably make it easier.
That's one of the reasons why I believe in prenups.
Yeah, because you can put whatever you want.
Also, one of the reasons why I've come around on contracts in BDSM.
We have a contract.
Because I was like, a prenup is no different than you deciding, and I never was really with contracts, but I've kind of come over to the side of, no, I think that we should probably have some things written down that we can refer back to.
Like a default.
That'll help us like rectify what we said we were going to do in the situation. Right. Something that reminds us to come back to equilibrium. And
it's good to have a default because you don't have to follow the rules in that if y'all both agree to that. But if there's ever a time where you can't agree, we just default back to what's on paper.
Yeah. And we
both signed it,
we compromised to get to what we agreed on would be sufficient for both of us in this contract. So, yeah, that was such a segue.
Okay, I'm excited now to see what's the next topic.
No, I'm talking about us going from all of them places.
Oh, okay. Oh, all the segues.
Yeah, that was just. Yeah, and what are we at? Jesus. Okay. I had on here. What else did I have on here? Yeah, we can't talk about the U-Haul story yet. What good trait do you have that always gets you in trouble?
What good trait do I have that always gets me in trouble? Mm-hmm. Do you have an answer?
I don't. I just read what was here. You know how sometimes I be struggling? I was like, nah, just go with it, bro. Just read what's there. And it came out. I'm surprised I read it that well, actually. I was like, I didn't mess up any of the spelling or anything. The dyslexia didn't kick my ass this time.
Good job. Just that one
little line. That's all I had.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
One good trait that I have, I don't know that I have an answer to that. The only thing I can think is like, I be laughing at inappropriate times. Like I have a good sense of humor and I feel like that's a good trait. But the lady when my granny was in the hospital, the nurse did almost ask me to leave the room because I kept making her laugh while she was trying to take her blood pressure. So
the thing that has started to get me in trouble is my calm is getting me in trouble. Cause I be so unmoved by everything. Cause I'm very much like, I'm not doing anything until there's a reason to.
Yeah.
And little one had to get used to the fact that he's like, oh no, he's just only gonna laugh or only gonna smile or only gonna say the thing that he feels when he feels the thing. And he's not just gonna do it to do it. And, and I think now that she's grasped that, she's like, oh.
Yeah. And also, like, if she typically wants to hear it, but she understands now that that's just not who you are, she probably will have a better...
Well, no, now she understands how to go about getting it.
I was just going to say, I was going to say she probably does a better job at seeing it manifest in other ways because she's not looking for it just just to hear it. She probably, can see it in other ways now, more so.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to go to the thing because I couldn't pull up so I had 2 listener letters. Let's see, we got a full docket today. What's up?
I just got 2 new subscribers on my OnlyFans.
That's dope.
It is. I'm very excited. If you can't tell.
I can.
Bet.
All right. Are we going to keep that in?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What else did I have in here? Bro, so I don't know if we talked about, did we talk about Andre 3000? Mm-mm. So we know Andre 3000 put out the Flute album and he talked about he did
what?
He put out a flute album.
A flute album?
Have you not heard about this?
I saw a video of him playing the flute, but I thought it was just like a video. I didn't know that there was
No. When
album.
he put out an album, and he was like, "Bro, like, I haven't had anything to talk about like that. I'm just not in the space to write like that." And I'm like, He's just like, I don't have anything to talk about. I'm like
my eyes burning.
I'm sorry. Is it, you got the glue again?
No, I had crab legs before I came over here.
That's so ghetto. Why did you wear the gloves? Did you wear the gloves?
I don't never wear them pussy ass gloves.
Oh. Okay. You all right?
Yeah, no, keep going. We're rolling.
I can't remember what I was talking about.
You was talking about Andre 3000 and his flute album.
Oh, Andre 3000 and his flutes. So he put out an album of flutes and he was talking about how he just didn't have a like. I need to rap about it. And he's like, what am I going to talk about? I'm 40 years old, like going to get a colonoscopy, like. And my whole thing is like, actually, Andre, yes.
Yeah, we want to hear what the fuck you.
I want to hear anything you want to talk about. I want to hear about, because I think he has children that are like adults now. Like, I want to hear about like what's going on.
Right,
talk about what it's like to be. Yeah, talk about what it's like to be on that side of life, because
Jay-Z did it.
It's also like, I want my rappers to age.
Yeah. Because
as I get grown, I want them to also talk about things that are grown. I want some of y'all to leave the street shit that you are talking about alone.
Especially if you're not in that street shit.
And
if you 42 and you still out there, then that's still your life. Talk about it from my point of view. If that's what you're doing still, okay. But like, I want you to grow up because I'm growing up. And it's some artists who you just kind of want to continuously be the soundtrack to your life through the different stages of your life. I'm growing up. Why the fuck you ain't?
Well, I think that we have generationally proven that we like the artists that stay around for the longest always reinvent themselves. Drake has done it several times. Beyonce's done it. Michael Jackson did it. Madonna did it for a long time. She's still trying to do it.
Yeah.
And it's yeah.
Snoop Dogg. What a fucking rebrand,
bro. Uncle Snoop.
I heard he stopped smoking.
I don't know if that was real. I think that was a hoax.
I didn't. I saw a video of somebody saying, well, damn, if Snoop stopped smoking, I guess I will too.
I think that was Meek Mill.
No, this was somebody from TikTok.
Oh.
That I saw. But I did not do any I didn't hear Snoop Dogg say it or any. I don't know. That's the only thing I saw. Is somebody else saying, shit, if Snoop quit, I'ma quit too. But even without that, what a fucking rebrand. This man was once,
and still can put out some fire music.
Yeah,
when he so chooses.
I was finna say this man was on trial for murder at one point. Now he doing cooking shows with Martha Stewart and shit, but only one of them ever been to jail.
Hey,
and it ain't the big black one. They locked her ass up.
I love Uncle Snoop. It's always when you see him on camera at the Laker games.
Yeah, he always got to come. Snoop, keep a job, dog. I be scrolling on TikTok and one thing I'm gonna do is come across a Snoop Dogg commercial. So,
like, hey. Y'all was trying to lock me up. Now you gonna pay me for everything.
I posted this on my story one time, but this is a girl I follow named Lisa, and she literally made a video talking about this, about how Snoop Dogg keep a job. And then I scrolled 2 swipes up, and it was a Snoop Dogg ad.
That's a wild, bro. What timing? Your algorithm just is on it.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, just a little bit. This AI shit is coming.
Whatever. I be nice to my AI. When I talk to Siri, I be like, hey Siri, can you shuffle all my music, please? I say please and thank you, because if you decide to come to life and take over some shit like that, we were good.
I treated you well.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have no Alexa in my house. That's Siri, the only thing I talk to in my house.
I ain't got no Alexa neither. That just I don't.
It ain't never really set right with me neither. And as much as I shop on Amazon, I would think that I would, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm good.
But I'm probably gonna have to get the little Apple Home thing in the new apartment. I get to go shopping anyway. Okay, what were we talking about?
I realized I was gonna talk about this. I had 2 listener letters, but I'm gonna talk about one because, oh Lord, you know what? I'm a little out of it. We're gonna do the break room question.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do because we're in there, so we might as well go ahead. What's the weirdest way someone ever tried to flirt with you? Was the break room question this week, and there were some interesting answers. Someone said, I was big pregnant in Dollar Tree, and he followed me and kept telling me, can I be the daddy? I don't even know how to. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah. She should have pepper sprayed him. Pepper gel.
And she's in the thing like laughing, crying, and I'm like, I'm sure this was like, I'm sure you may be able to laugh about this like possibly now.
What happens is after you had that baby, all the traumatic shit that you went through during your pregnancy, you forget about. So you recalling this, but you're not really computing how terrified you probably were. Because the baby made you do it.
Pregnancy brain is wild. I've heard people say that. I said where they've been like, yo, pregnancy brain ain't nothing to play
Pregnancy
with.
brain really is. It's terrible because I remember, oh my gosh, I remember my white coworkers. I was teaching them how to play Taboo because they had never played Taboo before. We didn't have the game, so we just made some cards, right? We made our own little Taboo to play at work. And I was bragging about how good I am at this game, but I'm pregnant. Couldn't think of shit. I was so embarrassed because this is my game. I thrive here. I love words.
Okay.
I know so many.
All right.
Couldn't think of anything. And the one of the older ladies that was there playing with us, she was like, baby, it's okay. You're pregnant. All the extra blood that you usually have in your brain, the baby has a gravitational pull. It's it's fine. You're okay. So
they literally suck the life from y'all.
Move all your fucking organs around.
That's crazy.
People teeth be falling out.
Bro, I said what?
Some people's stomach get really, really dark and don't stop being really, really dark. People feet be things that don't make
grow
a whole size. What am I supposed to do with all of these shoes? You know what I'm saying? Like once I got to a certain age, I'm buying shoes that I plan on keeping because my feet are not changing in size. I know that I'm gonna be a 6.5 for the rest of my life. And then you get pregnant and now you wear an 8. you had 2-3 kids, now you wear a size fucking 8. What are you supposed to do with all these little dainty ass shoes, Bigfoot? Sorry, I know there's a lot of women out there who wear 8. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you, but what are you supposed to do with all these shoes now? You was just 6.5. It's been 18 months and you wear 8 now. I would never wear shoes again.
That's wild.
Yeah, I'd find some socks.
Outside? That's wild.
Everywhere. I'm not buying no fucking shoes because what's going to
happen? Now you fucking pushing it.
Because who knows? I'm not buying no shoes. Every time
I'm not going nowhere with you barefoot.
Every time I won't be barefoot. My feet will not be bare. I would have on socks.
You not going nowhere with me with fucking just socks on, my nigga.
Because every time somebody would be like, oh,
you done brought the nigga out of me. Like
somebody be like, why you don't have no shoes on? Because what if I get pregnant again? Because what if I get pregnant
again? Is that a likelihood tonight? Is that a likelihood as we're here in the Cheesecake Factory?
No, what I'm saying is I'm not finna go buy these size 8 shoes. I'm not buying no shoes that fit me because what if I get pregnant again and I gotta buy a 10?
Then we buy a 10.
No, I'm poor because I got 7 kids at this point.
we said 2. How do we get to 7? How do we get to 7? It was 2, friend.
But I said again.
All right. Okay.
It was quadruplets, and that's why my foot size went up 4 feet.
Yo, these motherfuckers out here having multiples.
Monty really got triplets. I talked to her last night. We have a friend from the internet.
I be forgetting that, and I'm just like,
we have a friend from the internet, had a baby. She had a baby.
Jesus Christ.
Waited a year or so, and then she was like, her and her husband was like, we can have one more. I think one more will be good. Boom, triplets. Now they got 4 fucking kids. The way I would have been standing in that hospital, like America's Next Top Model, I have one card. There are 3 of you here. I have 1 car seat.
Yo,
it's a fight to the death. Whoever don't scream the loudest gonna come. The way I would have tucked that baby under my shoulder and ran away and left the mother to figure it out. Baby, I can't bring 3 kids home.
Yo, they're just better people than us.
Yeah,
and that's okay. Mm-hmm. I'll admit it.
The way I would have been praying that one of them absorbs the other 2 every single day. Please only let the strongest survive.
I'm sure eventually you get used to it, but
what if that's how multiple personality disorder comes about?
Nah, I'm not playing this game with you. We already had to take all that stuff out. I'm not.
Is that not possible? What if that was it? Like, everyone who has actual, like, diagnosed with multiple personality disorder is because they was born they were conceived a multiple and they absorbed the other ones.
I don't think that when they've studied that's anything that they have found.
Maybe they didn't look. Maybe this is my PhD.
You know what? I'm gonna come back and I'll tell you what the literature says. I'll look something up.
You didn't say no, so that's enough for me to spread
No, that is not enough.
It's the truth.
There are certain things you can't lie about because it's dangerous.
How is that dangerous? I'm not saying it's not, but tell me how. Like,
so the same reason I wanted to take, okay, so I can explain why I wanted to take all this stuff out, because if I say something and someone thinks that what I said is the exact truth, and then they go like, look.
Okay, but what's the worst that can happen if you know somebody with multiple personality disorder and you walk up to them and be like, I know what's wrong with you. I know how this happened to you. You absorbed your twins. You absorbed your brothers and sisters.
I do know someone with DID.
DID? What's that?
Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, I thought you was finna like diss dick me. You know, like you know, because they be doing that on Brilliant Idiots all the time. I thought you made something up real quick and you was gonna like prank me, and I was gonna be mad. I probably was gonna put my shoes on and leave.
Why would I do that?
But I was gonna put my shoes on and leave.
If I had said this dick. Why would that have been a thing that I would have done, bro?
I don't know. I listen to too much Brilliant Idiots.
I don't listen to them nearly as much anymore.
That is the only podcast I still listen to.
Yeah, we talked about it before.
Once I started a podcast, I don't really listen to them. Like, I only used to listen to 3, like consistently every single week, and that was The Read, Poor Minds, and Brilliant Idiots. I still listen to Brilliant Idiots. The Read kind of just, ever since Renaissance came, no, when Kid Fury took that break, when they had to take that break, and then they came back, and the first thing that they did was like the Renaissance. Ever since their break, I haven't really been like check. Yeah, like I if I don't have nothing else, then I'll listen to it. And then Poor Minds, one of the girls on Poor Minds, her name is Lex. I feel like her humor is very similar to mine, so I don't listen because I don't want to start saying her sounding like her. Yeah, I feel like our humor is the same in the way that we talk, and I see a lot of myself in her, in like the way she delivers, and so I stop watching it so much because I don't want to like absorb that and start sounding like her. So
interesting.
Yeah. What else do we have?
Sorry, I just had a massive ADHD moment realization.
You looked like you were having a vision.
Bro, it's like the Raven thing. That's what just happened. We talked about that from what's the name? Wow. What is the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? told me big girls need love too. That's why he likes chunky girls. That is indeed a weird way to try to flirt with someone. These people actually follow the instructions. We talk every week about how people don't follow the instructions.
It's because it's always a...
They was on their job.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest... And I say this, watch the next one, like, not be on a job. What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? They invited me to hang out after they called it a date. They invited me to hang out after they called it a date.
They invited me to hang out after we hung out. They said we went on a date.
I think so. Mm-hmm. Not enough punctuation. I was so confused. And like, I'm like, I could not. I'm struggling.
But that did not answer the question.
That's not a, I mean, that's not really flirting. Is that flirting?
No, it sounds like coercion.
I didn't agree to that.
Like, I didn't agree.
That's not what I classified that as.
That's not.
Yeah, no. If anytime I've asked a girl out on a date, I specifically...
Would you like to go out on a date with me? Because I can't say, like, okay, during this...
Would you like to go out with me?
Right.
I would like to see you.
I went on several... Like, I have several videos on my page from this year of me being like, I'm gonna go meet up with this nigga. I don't know if it's a date or not. Is it a date? Couldn't tell you. I'll let you know when I get back.
Anytime I've asked a woman for some of her time, generally it's a date.
Sometimes they were, sometimes they weren't.
Unless, like, if we're friends and we've established, like, I get, like, but if I don't know you, I've never, and like, and I'm not trying to develop a friendship with you. Because usually if I'm trying to develop a friendship with somebody, I make it clear about that.
Yeah. That's valid.
Yeah. Because once we become friends, we're actually friends. And I know everybody don't feel the same way about friends I feel about friends. So, what's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? Invited me to a birthday dinner, and it was actually a family dinner. That's uncomfortable.
That would piss me off. Like, something like that has actually happened to me before.
You bullshitting.
No. There's a girl named Dee Dee. She was my favorite stripper. I was at the strip club every single Friday. I was just infatuated with Dee Dee to the point where, like, when I got there, they would go to the back and go get her. Roxanne here. She's, we know she's here to see you. And then Dee Dee invited me to, like, I can't really remember if she invited me to her graduation or her graduation party, but regardless, I couldn't go. But then she invited me to her, like, she was like, "Oh, I'm having a birthday dinner," but I'm thinking it's gonna be like a bunch of people. No, it was her it was very intimate, very close. It was very, like, but she wasn't flirting with me. I don't think, but it wasn't like date like a dude, but it was very, like, I'm thinking it's gonna be lit. It's a bunch of people here because I only have ever seen you in the strip club and you didn't have no clothes on. So I ain't never even seen you under regular lights, only blue fluorescent lights. That's the only way I've ever seen you. So I'm not expecting for your mama to be here. And your aunts.
Was you in love with the stripper?
The word love.
Was you tricking on the stripper?
Yes. Yeah, I would. Okay, and at the time, I had very little bills, but I was making a lot of money, and I got paid every week. Every Friday, I'd take out at least $200 and go to the strip club, and I'd give at least $150 of it to her. Every Friday. For a couple of months. A few.
You know where she's at now?
She's doing good. She got a baby and a man. She's doing good. She's a dance instructor. She finished. She went back to school again. Finished again. We used to follow each other on Instagram.
This almost sounds like the plot of, what's her name?
Honey?
Like if it had good writing.
What?
That show that was good in the first season, and then it started talking about the pandemic. It was strippers. P-Valley.
Oh, P-Valley. Yeah, I didn't enjoy P-Valley. I enjoyed the first season.
everybody enjoyed the first season, and then we were like, we don't want to. I
don't want my reality in my TV.
Yeah, a bunch of shows did that, and I'm like, we don't want this.
Yeah. No, we don't. And for me, it wasn't even so much. That was terrible. Although the second season, when they came, like the very first scene, the drive-through strip club was lit. That was lit to me. I would absolutely go to a drive-through strip club. Like just like the light, like that. Yeah, that did it for me. I enjoyed that. But the acting on the show was bad for me. It seemed like everybody, it's all the same people, and y'all act so much better last season. And I don't know what's going on, but the acting is why I could not finish it. Yeah, that too. But do we have more questions?
Yes.
Okay. Did we talk about Insecure last time? I think we did already.
We did.
Okay, never mind.
We talked about how you hate Molly.
Oh,
I haven't restarted it yet. I'm trying to get through I got some shits and gigs to catch up on, but Attack on Titan.
We started watching Ted Lasso.
Oh,
he's enjoying it, and he is. Oh my gosh, he's Roy Kent.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
He's Roy Kent.
He is the character that I love the Roy Kent character because
he's here, he's there, he's every fucking where.
Roy Kent.
Yeah, he's Roy Kent. He's also Ron Swanson, but that's from Parks and Rec.
I would have to watch Parks and Rec. I may get into the mockumentaries.
I love a good mockumentary
because I've never watched The Office because it makes me anxious. Mm-hmm. Because that type of like comedy, like where it's like reality and it's uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. It makes me anxious.
Yeah.
Because I feel so bad for you.
Yeah. And I understand why it makes you anxious. I think it doesn't make me anxious because I don't think about the fact that that's real life. Like in my head, Michael Scott is this outrageous person who could never exist in the real world. And that is the only way that I'm able to enjoy it. And I will not let you ruin that for me. So in my head, okay, no, he does not exist for real.
You think he's an exaggeration of what people think a bad boss is?
Yeah. Or that's what I tell myself.
Michael's not even a bad boss. Michael's not a bad boss. He's not good at his job.
No, he's very good at his job. He's a great he's great at his job. He's a terrible boss. He don't need to be in charge of nobody. But like, that's one of those cases where I remember I had a job before and one of the managers was like, why would I promote my best salesperson? You're a good salesperson. That don't mean you're going to be a good manager. And if I take you off the sales floor, guess what you're not going to be doing? Selling. And which is what you're good at, which is what I need you to do for my company. So that, yeah, Michael's somebody who should have stayed a salesperson forever because he was really good at his job. He's just a terrible boss. Like, he's not good at management. But like the paper business, the Dunder Mifflin paper business.
Maybe I need to watch this.
He gonna close deals. He closes deals. He gets shit done.
One of the things I appreciate about mockumentaries is they're not glossy. They look like the actual buildings that people actually be working in. Like, they don't try to make it look like glamorous.
Right.
Like
Abbott. Abbott's a mockumentary.
Yeah, like Abbott, you feel like, oh, this is like with actual schools.
Yeah.
You don't feel like that with shows like Grey's Anatomy or like what. Like, this feels very best of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love the fact that they are constantly. It's a mockumentary, so it's about breaking the fourth wall, and I love when shows break the fourth wall. Yeah, like that look into the camera. Are you saying what the fuck?
I think I've been so against reality TV that I've like also stayed away from mockumentaries because they also follow the same kind of thing sometimes as.
Yeah, but I love the fact that but we know it's scripted. So like, that's why you know what show I really enjoyed? The Real Husbands of Hollywood with Kevin Hart. I enjoyed that show because it's like, it's not a mockumentary. It's like it's mock reality TV. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't enjoy reality TV because I feel like it's scripted. So having to be able to get the mess of reality TV, but know that it's scripted, so I can actually enjoy it because y'all not lying to me.
Fair.
Or well, you're lying. You know, whatever.
You know.
Yes.
I hear you.
Yeah, Mitch. I think I want to rewatch Real Husbands of Hollywood.
I think I'm gonna rewatch. Sorry, I have been. I was going into like an anime mode again, and I think I'm getting back on like live action television because I've been like I'm ready for more complicated storytelling. Yeah. In some of the animes that I've been watching, I was watching an isekai. I need to do a video about why isekais are popular, but that's a different thing. But yeah, let's see. What else do we have on here? What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? Someone tried to flirt with me by calling me exotic, and I'm white as hell. That's.
I bet it was a nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'd bet my left foot it was a nigga.
My milk magnesia. I will never forget that line.
Why would he say that? Goddamn Koofy. Why would you say that?
My milk of magnesia is wild. I didn't even know it was white. Like, why? Like, bro, why would you say that? Yo, the Wayans brothers are foolish. I can't deal with them. Let's see. What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? I was sitting at an empty train platform and he sat next to me. I scooted down a little bit and so did he. To bridge the gap, he pulled fruit snacks out of his pocket and tried to offer me one and stared at me.
Yeah, that's a pretty weird way to flirt. That's and I
terrifying.
I need to know, did he offer you one of the fruit snacks out of his pack, or did he offer you a little pack of fruit snacks?
Because that's scary. Like someone just being like and holding one fruit snack in their hand.
Or like imagine like them not wanting to touch it, so they holding the bag just with that one right there ready to push it out. You know how you can just push one out and it's
bro, I'm scared. What type of shit you on, bro?
Yeah, I need to know.
Something about this interaction is off. Because I'm not talking to strangers.
Also, I checked myself, but when you said fruit snacks, I pictured Fruit Loops in a Ziploc bag. But
yo, if it's Fruit Loops in a Ziploc bag, we have a whole other set of problems. Whole set of problems.
That's what I pictured. Why? No. But that's what I pictured was Fruit Loops in a Ziploc bag.
Okay, let's see. What else do we got in here? Did one of those things with ADHD, had me do a thing, and then I didn't. Anyway, what's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? Saying they needed to put a baby in me and give me that experience. That feels like a threat.
I was just gonna say, what a weird way to say I want to go to jail.
That definitely feels like a threat, bro. I have never, but that's never been a thing that I've ever said to a woman. I know women joke about, because like in my experience, like men don't joke about, oh, there go my baby mama. Like that, men don't make those jokes. Like I've heard women be like, there go my baby daddy. That's not their baby daddy. But like to know that there are men out there that are like telling women, like just willy nilly, I'm gonna put a baby in you. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I've never had a man tell me that when we wasn't hunching.
I was about to say, saying that to a woman that you're not inside of.
Yeah, I've never had a man
Sounds
say that
pointless.
to me that we weren't when we weren't hunching, and even then, I have a
slow
line.
your roll.
I have a line. Please don't cross it. You're towing it.
No breeding kink.
No, ew.
Okay, well, moving on. Don't kink shame, bro.
It's not for me. That is a threat on my life.
Well, okay. So yes.
You just instantly took me out the mood.
But a breeding king doesn't necessarily mean that you actually want to get pregnant.
What does it mean?
It just means that you'd like to finish inside.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
I don't know if that nigga has ever pulled out. Ever once in the entire time we've ever been. So
yeah, because even if you're not trying to get the person, there's something primal about.
Oh, well, sure then, but not for the purposes of breeding.
Yeah,
just want to make that.
But that's what it's when people are like very like into that. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? I got catcalled while I was waiting at a bus stop in Seattle. I don't know if the Seattle part is what makes it weird. Because I feel like that'd be weird anywhere, but like it's particularly weird because it's Seattle.
But it's like, yeah, and then my thoughts are conflicting because I'm like, I just imagine that the person is driving.
Yeah.
So it's like, on the one hand, bitch, offer me a ride. You think I want to be on a fucking bus, but at the same time, stranger danger, why the fuck would you ask me to get in your car?
Also, it was a man.
Oh, catcalled by a woman.
I don't know. They didn't say who they was.
But it was a man who was catcalled. My point still stands. Either offer me a ride
or leave me alone, bro.
But at the same time, I'm not getting in your car, stranger. So I don't know what I want.
I have been catcalled by women in a car and I was walking. Mm-hmm. It was weird.
No,
I didn't know how to take
I have catcalled the man who was walking from a car.
It was weird.
God damn.
I was like, I think I was like 17 at the time. I think I was coming back from basketball practice, and there was always like traffic on this road.
So I'm walking. Catcalled in an English accent.
Yeah.
What's the most unsexy accent?
To me?
Mm-hmm. Personally, yeah. Any accent. Not just like one that's just like unsexy, like don't moan that in my ear.
Gotta be Russian.
It's gotta be Russian.
I was like, this.
What other answer?
Because I can't have you moan comrade. I can't. I don't want. No.
Remind me to tell you. I gotta tell you something when we done recording.
Okay, friend. Let's see. What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? They called me milkshake and said it's because I jiggle when I dance.
And
that's She said dance, not sing, first of all.
Well, she just said jiggle was all it took for me to get the Jigglypuff.
Sorry, little one is calling me in the middle of the pod. I'm gonna answer it because now she could be on the pod. What's Yes, my love.
Are you still recording?
Yes, my love.
Oh, I'm going to bed.
Oh, okay. I love you, baby.
Love you too.
Good night, friend.
Good night, Rox.
All right, bye, baby.
Bye.
Oh, glad I answered that.
Does she choose to call you and tell you, or does she have to call you and tell you when she's going to bed?
We always talk to each other before we go to bed.
Oh.
It's just an established thing we do. We've
That's
never talked about it, but if one of us is going to bed and the other one don't hear from him, what you mean?
Yeah.
It could, and you could just send a text.
Yeah. I get in trouble if I don't let him know. Well, because he be at work. He work overnight, so he be at work. So I get in trouble if I don't tell him I'm going to sleep. Mm-hmm. But it's like we ain't never really had to do that because we always together. So
yeah, no, this is kind of a thing with us.
Yeah.
I don't know if other couples do it. I have no idea.
I would imagine.
What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? Telling me to smile when I didn't want to.
Ew. Who amongst us has not experienced that? You should smile more. Boy, fuck you.
I don't like my smile, first of all.
Don't tell me what to do.
Valid, friend.
You know what makes me smile? Destruction. And how bad you want this smile?
Rock out. What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? Being uncomfortably mean and rude. That seems to be a theme. Mm-hmm. Like boys is really on this negging shit.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a dude flirt with you by trying to call you like waterhead?
Not that one in particular, no. Big
head?
No.
Peanut head?
Yeah.
I was gonna get there eventually. There's only a few.
Yeah. Yeah, they're mean, but I'm not.
But see, the thing is, they're mean and you're like, oh, that's cute. You have no idea what's coming.
You want to be mean? You want to play? Because I love to play.
The problem with me was I didn't always get you in the moment, but I was going to get you. Because now I'm holding on to this and I'm going to wait for the exact right time and I'm going to observe and I'm going to say the thing to cause a lot of pain right when it is most effective. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why you're playing with me.
Yeah. And you think you're being cute. You think you're trying to.
But that was a younger, unhealed RJ. He was a terrorist. Bro, nah, because why did you hurt my feelings? was this like you shouldn't hurt my feelings? What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? Calling me big head or saying head's still big. Bro, we are 30.
That's why your head big. Bitch, it takes me 3 bundles to get a fucking sew in and you want to joke about that?
Is that a lot of bundles?
I don't know. It only takes me like 1.5, 2. But I have a small head. So I would imagine if it takes you 3 whole bundles, that's either you just want your shit really, really full or you have a big head. Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Sorry. What's the weirdest way someone tried to flirt with you? Oh, I got to the end of them. Oh, this was the thing that I wanted to show you though. Cause this. And
then they're always like, oh, she's a fan. They see you on their profile and they're like, oh, she's a fan. She's obsessed with me. And I am. You put on social media that your baby daddy got you pregnant and left you for your brother. And your brother's strung out. You're always looking for your brother. Now your baby daddy's off with him and you're posting every bit of this on social media. I am a dedicated fan because I would rather read the 276 comments between you and your baby daddy and your brother going back and forth. It keeps me from online shopping. I am obsessed. I'm your number one fan. Get me a foam finger. Boring housewife. I got nothing going on. So every time you post something about it, you know, like I will say, I could have called it. It was suspicious. Your baby daddy and your brother dressed up as lumberjacks and cut off jorts 3 years in a row and like didn't incorporate you at all. Like 6 months ago when you put on social media that you spent the weekend in the ER because you put an adult toy on a sawzall and it cut you up down there. You looked like a jigsaw puzzle down there and you didn't know how that was going to affect your spicy page profits. And then you didn't even have the decency to give us your spicy page handle. Hey, like, I'm trying to be a better fan and you're like cutting me out. It's too entertaining. I will always, if you ever put $4.99 on your profile, baby, you're making money off of me and there's no shame. You are entertaining.
Bro, when I tell you I was dying laughing. Oh, and I did have a comment of the week, and I think that's the last thing.
Okay.
You had one?
Are they supposed to be
They can be from whatever.
But are these your comments or just any comment? Like a comment that someone left on your page?
So this week I'm doing my comment, a comment from my page that made me laugh or smile or whatever. But it can be whatever comment you saw or whatever tweet you saw or whatever thing you saw that was like, oh, this made me laugh.
Okay. I don't know that I have one. Let me look real quick. I'm listening.
Okay. So mine was actually, hold on, let me go to it. Cause I think I was talking about bisexual women. And I was saying how they're canonically cats. And someone named Barbie commented it was between this and the Aries slander. Please ask RJ to stop attacking me. And I was just like,
I responded to her. That's my friend.
She's like, yo, why I ain't even do nothing to this man.
Yeah, Squirrel. That's my friend. Like her handle is Barbie, but her name is Squirrel or something like that. And then when I first started trying to get my because she's been following me on TikTok forever. So when I first started getting my Instagram popping or whatever, she said that I said something about like, I'll follow y'all back if y'all just, let me know what your handles are. And she was like, well, you can follow me back, but I'm so sad that you're not going to like me once you realize that I'm not really a squirrel. I thought that shit was so funny. So now every time I see her, I just call her squirrel.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, she cool people. That's my dog. But I saw that today. I don't think I have one. It be so much like
making real friends on social media is so interesting. I think about some of my one of my best friends now I met on TikTok. It's crazy. It's wild.
I don't think I have one, but I do want to mention one of my videos.
Okay.
Just like one of my own videos. I called my granny on FaceTime to tell her about my spicy account. And I recorded the conversation. Oh, Lord. And before I could even start telling her what I called to tell her, my granny says, oh yeah, I was on your live earlier today and that man came home and gave you a kiss, and then you gonna tell him, all right, and you gonna tell everybody, all right, bye y'all, I gotta go, and you gonna ask him, do he want some coochie? And she must have said coochie like 7 times. You want some coochie? I'm finna give you some coochie. And then she was like, and you got off live, and when did it? I said, actually no, we didn't, because I got in trouble because I didn't eat. And she was like, oh, what, he ain't want no hungry coochie?
Yeah, your granny was upset. She's like, why are you telling these people? I imagine she did not take the OnlyFans news well.
No, my granny is so cool. She do not care about that kind of stuff.
She was
the perfect way to describe my granny is, although she don't understand, she's very supportive.
Okay.
She's very supportive, because when I posted that today too, and I was explaining it to her, and she goes, so you gonna be on the internet with your coochie out? I said, no, my page is just audio. So they just be listening to you going, ooh, ah, oochie, oochie, achie, ooh, that feels so good. And then they want to go do it with somebody too. I'm like, or with themselves, whatever. That's really none of my business what they decide to do with it. Then she's very like engaged. She asks tons of questions. She wants to know. She wants to understand. And at one point she did say, y'all ain't got nothing else to do.
Your granny is sick of you. She's like, y'all, you are fucking bored, bro. Like,
you just doing shit at this point.
Just trying shit.
See what sticks.
That could be a thing.
It's sticking. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to put my spicy link in my link tree.
Are you not?
Not if it's gonna be on TikTok. They say TikTok don't fuck with that.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know.
If you're you can only do the link. People do their link trees on IG.
I took it off my link tree, and then but Instagram lets you put multiple links. So I still have my link tree, but I also have my spicy account. So Instagram lets you have multiple links instead of like, you technically don't need a link tree on Instagram, because you can put multiple links. But I have my link tree with everything else, and then I have I took my Spicy account off the link tree. But yeah, 10 subscribers as of, it was 8 when I got here.
Do your thing,
10 now.
Remind me when we get off here to talk to you about the friend that I was going to link you with.
Okay.
Actually, and that is all. You got anything else?
I think I'm done.
Okay. All right. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for being the best coworkers in the world.
Period.
We appreciate y'all so much. We thank y'all for being around. Every time I go in the comments and see y'all commenting, I'm always like, wow, there's people that actually care.
If you've made it this far, comment, like you're Gary.
It's gonna be forever SpongeBob references until we run out.
I love SpongeBob.
That's fair. All right, so come back next week, and thank you for being the best coworkers in the world. Hopefully you have already liked the podcast. Hopefully you have already subscribed. You've hit the notification bell. You've done all those great things because you love us so much and you want to keep being around and supporting us. So thank you for being around, and peace out.
Bye.